individual at the end. Beyond that, welcome to the class.
It's fine.
What? What?
You're fine. I'm just like
From coming.
Thank you. I have to do this for like 15 minutes now. Hold on. This is how I start every class. I just do this with this fucking stool. Is it going anywhere?
It's not.
Motherfucker.
It's really not.
Give me out, trade me. So I really could be doing this forever. And you guys weren't going to tell me. Thanks. Hello, how are you doing today? Can everybody hear me? This stage will start playing music again soon, and that may change, so I will try to talk loudly. Also, I will ask that when we do the question portion of this, when you get the microphone, please speak loudly into it so that I can hear you. I am deaf from years of standing in front of amplifiers, and so I don't hear all that great because of my 67-year-old ears. The rest of me is a different age when my ears were, I got a surgery to get older ears put on, and so I know it's a stupid move, but I thought it would pan out. So what I want to do is, can you guys hear me back there? All right. The other thing is that I will go over this. Just a quick pro tip. If you're up in the front here and you happen to be near one of the speakers and you get the microphone for a question, please don't hold the microphone facing the speaker, because then it'll feed back and make a crazy noise. So hold it to your face like this and talk into it. I know these seem like stupid things to tell you, but you'd be surprised every day people just sort of like... That was just to show you what could happen. So, generally speaking, in these classes, I like to talk about not only just like personal education and the idea of kind of, I guess, building your own intellect, but also things that interest you. So while there is a topic that I like to discuss, I will not get mad if Hello? There we go. microphone is filming me right now, and I have to be clear because sometimes people will cut off other parts and they're like, Andy said he got arrested. That's all you're going to Instagram, it's just that part. And now you're going to Instagram me saying Andy got arrested again. Please stop Instagramming until it's right. The theme of this class is to please delete your Instagram. When we get the microphone back, I'd like to kind of pass the microphone around. You guys can talk to me. I will say that I'd like to hear first and foremost about maybe any struggles that you guys may have at work or school, or things that you feel kind of detached from, and if I can offer any kind of advice. Also, as we come along, I don't mind if you ask me questions that aren't specifically on the topic, so long as it's not like, will you sing a song right now, or that is a real question that was asked to me twice. the greatest moment of all of our lives. Remember it. It's never going to get better than this. And that's the end of the class. Thank you so much, guys. So, first of all, I want to say thank you so much for sharing that. It's really wonderful to hear that you're doing so well, despite what you have to face in life. I will say that while I don't have to struggle with that same level of what you have to deal with, I have fought with anxiety my whole life. I, to this day, still struggle with that. I think most people think because, and this is true of probably many artists on the tour, and it's not necessarily anything that people intend to do, but when someone is on your Instagram screen all day, or on your computer, or in music video form, or whatever, it's very easy, I did it when I was younger especially, to detach the humanity from that person and sort of see them as a character. And it's sometimes difficult for people to understand that the negativity that is thrown at me or anyone else, any artist online, can really be difficult to deal with, particularly for someone like me that has strong anxiety. So there are moments where it's very difficult for me to read maybe stuff on Twitter or whatever it is. I've struggled with that my whole life. I've also had, since I was very young, pretty strong obsessive tendencies to where I struggled doing small tasks when I was a kid. I was afraid of a lot of stuff. I was put on medication when I was very young, and I found that it didn't work for me, it didn't make me feel good, I didn't like the way it made me feel. So I tried to utilize those tendencies that I had, and the obsessions and the anxiety and everything else, and find a way of turning it into a positive for me. I'm very analytical, I look at things and try to decode everything in it. I like to figure out, I like to solve problems. If there is a problem, I look at all art that way. How can I make something out of something? How can I find the way to write this song, or to say this line, or to draw this picture? How can I make it? How can I make something exist that didn't used to exist? And analyzing every element of it. And I found that was incredibly beneficial for me in my career. It made me very difficult to be around for a while, as you know, it can be when you're someone who's constantly obsessed with things and need things to be exactly the right way. It can make it difficult for people to want to hang out with you. But it helped me to, in my mind, be better at my art, and to this day I think I'm because I'm so obsessive and I'm so on the ball. People go, oh, how do you do so much stuff? It's because I don't know how to turn off. I'm always working and thinking and doing things. It's hard to go to sleep because I've got all the things I want to do and I'm thinking about it, and also the negative stuff. I have, what I call my regret roundup at the end of the day in my head, where I'm like, oh, I fucking suck, and then I have an idea, and then I'm like, oh, I got this cool thing I want to do, and it just bounces back and forth. That to me is also just being an artist, and I think that it's helped me, the older I've gotten, to be able to harness that and use it for the greater good. So if anyone struggles with anything like that, I'm not saying it's as easy as, oh, now I'm going to not do it anymore, but I think that the advice I would give is to try to utilize those feelings and learn to use them like a skill set. Like, obviously I love Batman, right? Batman is someone who was deathly afraid of bats and then became one, and that kind of transcended his fear. I like to use that as kind of my example of how to live my life. Take something I'm afraid of and turn it into something I'm good at. What? Thank you. And I'm not trying to speak and paint with a broad brush. I'm not saying everyone here is, I'm just saying that there is something, it's just by virtue of what the internet does, it removes humanity from people often. And I get it, you don't see, and there's no reason to, you know what I mean? I'm not saying everyone has to look at everyone on Instagram and know everything about their family and what their mom's maiden name is and everything. It's just that to remember that person does have those things can sometimes make it a little bit easier to forgive them for moments that you disagree with the shirt that they chose to wear this day or whatever it is. When you don't see someone as a person, it's very easy to nitpick all of their elements, and I think that's something that people need to work on in general as culturally. Thank you so much, I appreciate it.
Alright, I'm giving this to you, correct?
And I'm going to take that microphone away from you too. Just everything that's given. I want 2 mics. What's your name? Hi, Katie. Can we turn that up? I don't think that. Yes. Hi, Katie.
I wanted to ask, I know you dropped out of school and everything, but subjects that you did, was there anything that helped you concentrate and focus more?
I would be lying if I said I didn't excel in certain things. I've always been good with language. I found words to be fascinating. I wanted to build my vernacular as much as I could as a kid, so I loved English class. I loved learning about words and sentence structure, and because I was a writer, and I enjoyed that. I didn't enjoy art class in school. I felt like there was too many restrictions. I didn't like being told what to paint or what to do. I didn't like things being graded. I didn't think that that was appropriate. But I enjoyed government class because I liked the idea of debate. I liked learning about how things work. But when it came to just dealing with things, when I would go home, that was really my escape, was kind of locking myself in my room and finding, reuniting with all my friends, as I say, listening to my records and looking at my posters on my walls and, doing that kind of stuff. That was my release, and that's what helped me focus to go into the next day, because I knew every day I was living for that dream. I woke up and I lived and I ate because I knew that the thing I wanted to do more than anything else was what was driving me, and so it was worth getting through to the next day because I had this kind of thing I wanted to do. So if there's any passion that you have in your life, I would say make that your number one, and everything else is just kind of a way of getting to it. Thank you.
Let's jump to the middle.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
What's your name?
Casey.
Hi, Casey.
I'm just wondering if you could give me advice on how to become more confident singing in front of people, because it's what I want to do, and I just have quite trouble getting comfortable in front of people.
Sure.
So.
I think to a fault, my entire life I believed everyone wanted to watch me sing and do stuff all the time. Every family get together like, oh fuck, Andy's gonna come out and sing the entire Phantom of the Opera for everyone again. I was putting on a show at all times of my life, and so I think don't be afraid to be obnoxious, is the advice I'll give you. The more you can perform, even if you think it's an inappropriate setting, you're honing your skill set and you're developing your personality on stage. So using the opportunity to perform in any capacity will help build up your strength, will build up your ability to stand in front of people and look them in the eye and sing at them and do whatever it is. So just take every opportunity you can, whether it's the school talent show or whatever. I did everything. If there was ever a chance, if we had, a karaoke machine, or, any chance I had to sing, I would do it, or to perform, I would do it. So even if I wasn't any good, I could not play the recorder in school. They used to make us play these little whistle flutes. I couldn't play it at all, but every time the teacher asked if anybody wanted to do a solo or wanted to show what they had done, I would walk up in front of the class and just completely fuck up for like 20 minutes. but just really believing that I was doing something. I just, like nothing, just blowing into it. Because it was an opportunity to be in front of people. It was helping me learn how to be in front of people. Absolutely. Hello, how are you?
Hello, good. You?
I'm fantastic. What's your name?
Emily.
Hi, Emily.
My question is, do you have any advice for songwriting?
Yes, write all the time. I started writing when I was about 15, and I wish I had started even sooner. The truth of the matter is that when you first start writing songs, generally speaking, unless you're some transcendent talent, they suck. Pretty much ubiquitous. Like if you are writing your first song, you're going to look at it and go, this is kind of garbage. But that's okay, because you learn through trial and error. The more you write and the more you dedicate yourself to the hard work of sitting down every day and writing a song, whether you like it or not, you're building that skill set up. You're building your songwriting muscle, and that's really, really important. I think when everybody first starts writing, you kind of take from your influences. When I was 15, I was writing songs that didn't mean anything to me because I was basically just ripping off Alkaline Trio and the Misfits and all these other bands, but those songs meant something to me internally, and so I wanted to kind of write like them. And so until I got older, I was really kind of just not stealing, but something that was similar. And then I kind of, as I got older, I had life experiences and I developed my own voice, and I was able to write more about my stuff. But I think even if what you're writing is derivative, look at the best songs in the world and just go, okay, I kind of want to write something like that. This, Elton John song has a great melody. What if it was a punk rock version? And then try to write that. You know what I mean? That kind of thing. Just try to write as often as you can.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So I would have to this guy stand in that
Yes.